I'm about to rip these boards right here. I was going to try to put something together off the end of the table with clamps, but instead I went to Home Depot and got the last table saw, the cheapest one I could find, which is pretty good. It has good reviews because I needed one anyway and I wanted to be safe. It's much safer doing it this way than trying to rig something up right here. So I'm gonna put this together. Shouldn't take me too long, probably like 10 minutes, and then I'll get to cutting these boards and finishing my seedling tray. Alright, so I got my table saw set up. It was pretty easy to assemble, and I've got it set to 2 3/4 so I can rip these boards right here so I can finish my seedling trays. And what's nice about this is it's going to blow out all the sawdust into my garden. Since I'm using sand and sawdust anyway, it's just going to blow in here, and that's it. Don't have to clean it up. I have 3 staples on each side. Yeah. 18. Go. 1 Mittleider seedling tray complete. Alright, there are my 3 seedling trays. 18 inches squared, 1/4 inch gap in between on the bottom. Really easy to make, inexpensive. And I'm going to start growing my seeds inside this patio right here because I have insects eating my seedlings, and I think they are the roly-polies and earwigs. So I need to protect them, and I'm going to start growing some seedlings in here, and then when they're hardy enough, then transplant. That way I have a backup. Alright, my seedling trays are done, so now I'm going to make the top for this out of these this fencing. I found this fencing over here at Lowe's for $1, like 30 cents each. Very cheap. It's also 1x4, and it's really lightweight. Could have probably used it for the sides here also. So I'm going to cut these 18 inches long, and then see how many it takes to cover the top, and then glue them together, and then put a 2x2 along the edges to hold it in place. Then I'll drill the holes for the dowels. So let me get started with this, and then after that mix my sand and sawdust, and then start planting. While I'm working on these, I just want to thank LDS Prepper and Small Block Fuelie for their videos on YouTube. I use their measurements and some of their ideas to make my own, so please visit their channels for more details. And hopefully just watching how I make mine will help others as well. Okay, I did verify that it fits flush on top of the seedling tray. It does not go inside. So it's 18 inches squared, just like these. So now I'm going to take a 2x2 and cut 2 strips that are 18 inches also to put on the side for handles. Okay. Alright, so I'm working on my dowel flat right here, and I marked all my lines, cross sections, and now I'm ready to drill. And I don't have a drill press, so I'm going to have to make sure these are straight, and some of these are on the gap almost, so that's going to be pretty tough to do. LDS Prepper's measurements were right on, exact, so that turned out good. It was 1 1/8 in from the sides, and then from that point 2 1/4 inches apart, all the way down on the left and the right. So there's 64 total. So I'm going to go ahead and drill the holes. First I'm going to go ahead and center punch these so my drill bit does not move. Well, it's not perfect, far from it. Some of the centers cracked, some of the holes went through, but what I'm going to do is get the pegs 2 1/2 inches long and tap them in all the same height. Well, there we go. 64 pegs. Oh man, I missed one. I have to do another one. All right, I think I'm done. All done. This guy right here took 2 to 3 times as long as making all 3 of these boxes right here. Because you have to sharpen all these dowels, you have more of them to cut. That takes the longest time. So I ran this the sander, and it was pretty loud, and I ran it for over an hour. I mean, sure the neighborhood heard. Alright, that's all I got done today. Tomorrow I'll make my soil, which is just going to be sand and sawdust, and I'll plant my seeds.